This is a stimulus and Social Security update. Got some important update to share with you. New $300 check applications are open in just 7 days. Stimulus payments of up to $600 are going out to certain Americans. Mike Pence, former vice president, says that cutting Social Security and Medicare should be on the table. I'll give you the latest with the debt ceiling now that we have a new timeline with that, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Thursday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more daily, straight-to-the-point updates on matters that financially matter to you. So, stimulus update, direct payment applications for checks worth up to $302 open in just 7 days. So, this is going on in Colorado to low and middle income residents. Soon they can apply for a rebate program that can provide them extra cash to spend on food. So the Colorado City offers food tax rebate program to its residents every year and offers applicants $99 for individuals and $302 for applicants with a family. So that's going on in the city of Boulder, Colorado. And then also $600 stimulus pay available for agriculture and farm workers impacted by the pandemic. So this is going on, reported from Fresno County. As of Wednesday morning, the nonprofit has 2,624 applications. This is for people who are working in the farm and agricultural industry, and they could get up to $600 checks. So yeah, they're going to pick out who's going to get the $600 checks there. And then, Mike Pence, cutting Medicare, Social Security ultimately needs to be on the table. So this is going against his former colleague, President Trump. Republicans excoriated President Biden for suggesting during his State of the Union earlier this month that some party members want to cut Medicare and Social Security. Now, this comes from Mike Pence on Wednesday saying, "We all know where the issue is in terms of long-term debate for the United States. I respect the Speaker's commitment to take Social Security and Medicare off the table for debt ceiling negotiations. We've got to put them on the table in the long term." So basically what's going on here is House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said that negotiations and cutting Social Security and Medicare is off the table for the debt ceiling debate, which is going on right now. Now, Mike Pence is saying cutting Social Security and Medicare needs to be back on the table, meaning that there could be an option or potential for cutting Social Security and Medicare, which I'm actually surprised to hear from Mike Pence. And also, former President Trump said it should be off the table, meaning that it should not be negotiated in the debt ceiling crisis. So Mike Pence suggested, similar on Fox News last week, we have to have a conversation about reforming entitlements in the days ahead. We can replace the New Deal programs with a better deal. In Social Security, you could keep all the promises that you made to seniors and people that will retire in the next 20 years, no changes, but to give options to younger Americans to invest a portion of their Social Security in a private savings account. I think this is an idea whose time will come. So Mike Pence saying that current Social Security recipients, their benefits don't change, the promises are kept there, but more for future Social Security recipients, such as myself, to have some type of account that is separate from the U.S. government. Now, to be fair, may sound like a good idea. I'd like to hear some more details on that and what that looks like, especially since current Social Security recipients will not lose their benefits. That's the most important thing here. But it looks like a lot of the Democrats are basically taking this as cutting Social Security and Medicare, almost making it seem like anyone getting benefits now will not get benefits maybe in 5 years from now. So that's not what Mike Pence is saying, to be fair. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that as talks ramp up. Speaking of the debt ceiling, which is bringing a lot of these talks to the surface now, U.S. could face default as soon as June if debt ceiling isn't lifted, says think tank. So now we have a timeline, June, which is 4 months away, a little less than maybe 4, 3.5 months away. Expectations are low for quick progress as Republican lawmakers push for steep spending cuts in exchange for a deal. Does this mean that these debt ceiling crisis talks is going to last for another 3.5 months until June? Because that's when something could happen. We heard a lot of warnings and cries from the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, but now that there's an extra 3 months with how Congress works, they're probably going to push that all the way up until May 20 or May 31st, right up until June happens. But more on that. Take a look at this perspective right here.
Our next guest has a front row seat, courtside, for the high stakes debt limit talks in Washington, D.C. Want to bring him in, Congressman Josh Gottheimer of New Jersey. He is co-chair of the Problem Solvers Caucus and the SALT Caucus. And you really do. You are courtside. I mean, it's not even court. You're like on the court, Congressman. So what's really going to happen here? The honest truth.
On the debt ceiling? Or
Yeah.
are we going to talk about how we got to get SALT back and tax cuts? I'll discuss whatever you want. But,
well, we can talk about the debt. I was going to start with the debt ceiling, but we can talk about whether you think SALT is ever even realistic. I mean, you've been talking about it for what are we at? How many years now? 6 years we've been talking about this? 5 years?
And listen, we've passed it 3 times out of the House. I just got these guys in the Senate to actually come through here.
So okay. So what do you think the chances are? What do you have to do to make that happen?
Well, as you know, in 2.5 years, it all comes back. We get a full deduction back here in Jersey and across the country. The Republicans, obviously, and some in the red states will want to stop that. So it puts us in a great opportunity right now to negotiate to get it back now, or we wait 2.5 years and get it back fully. So I think that's where we are. We've already actually started to have conversations. So I think
there's an inevitability that it comes back. There's going to be no move afoot
in some form or fashion. Obviously, I want it all to come back. I want lower taxes here in Jersey. I'm sick and tired of these others. You were just talking about all these other states that are giving tax cuts. It's time Jersey was able to give tax cuts and restore SALT and other blue states. So I think, in my opinion, in these next coming months, we're going to have some real conversations about how we get SALT back. We can get it out of the key. We'll be getting it out of the House. Under, of course, under the Republican rule here. But you see it come in 2.5 years. It's either way, we get it back in some form or fashion.
That's interesting. I mean, the leverage point, the question is, do you just let it run out? Are you better off just staying mum in some way?
Yeah. So, Josh, what are the chances that the Trump tax cuts are not going to be extended, right? Or I wouldn't think so. Then in 2.5 years, you get what you want.
Right, because think about how many new Republicans there are from SALT states, right, that just got elected. Several from New York, right? They want SALT back, so they're not going to. When you got a 4-seat majority, they're certainly not going to agree to continue to gut SALT, right? They want lower taxes here, and so in New York and in New Jersey, where we've got a new Republican member. So I think we've got a great opportunity again. Either, as you point out, in 2.5 years it comes back fully, or they say to us, well, listen, we'll give it back. We negotiate right now how much we can get back to get it back now. So that is the discussion. I think we're in the driver's seat, and we'll see what happens.
If I was really, and the deficit is a real problem. The debt that we've run up is a real problem. This is going to be tough to cover what this provides. How are we going to make up for not getting the go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, SALT's a double taxation, right? So I don't even think that should be part of that conversation. But listen, we're having a very important, broader discussion now as part of the debt ceiling conversation about our long-term fiscal health. I think that's a good conversation to have. I don't believe we should ever do anything to put at risk the full faith and credit of the United States of America.
What are your thoughts there? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi, guys. This is a tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing when you feel sad, you have to do something that you really want to make you feel better or make you feel true. Or you can also, if you help somebody, then you'll feel even better or something. Or if something's really into you and you're really feeling good, you should do that as well. Bye, this is Bella. This was the tip of the day.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. So, got some big news. Tomorrow, we are actually going on a family trip to Colorado. So, a lot of the girls really wanted to go snowboarding again. We planned this a few weeks ago, but just been so busy. And totally forgot about it to mention it to you. But yeah, so tomorrow we are going to Colorado for a couple of weeks. So the videos that I post may be a little sporadic over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try my best to give you these updates as much as I can. But bear with me with that. But I'll keep you updated throughout the trip, what's going on and stuff. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. Anyways, thanks for sticking with me too. I had some family in town this past week, which is why the videos were sporadic then as well. A lot of personal stuff going on, but thanks for sticking with me. Really appreciate it. If you want to check out any of my other videos, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.